Hello and welcome to Laytechs Weekly, episode 14 July 2021. Laytechs Weekly is brought to you by Laytechs, your protection from tech ignorance. My name is Sean. I have just gotten a new mic and I hope it'll sound better than before with my late night DJ voice. This week's news of the week, Richard Branson goes to the edge of space. The founder of Virgin Galactic went to the edge of space with his employees just yesterday, 2 days ago, nailing the feat slightly earlier than counterpart Jeff Bezos of Amazon or Blue Origin, who is also making a similar plan. The crew enjoyed a few moments of weightlessness around 89 to 90 kilometers above sea level before heading back for a successful and rather uneventful touchdown at New Mexico, which is their new base. This marks the dawn of space tourism, of course, provided you can afford it. A total of 600 tickets have already been sold prior to this maiden flight at around US dollars 250,000 a pop. The company has 2 more test flights to go this year before bringing tourists up in 2022 next year. Hot on the heels of Branson are similar space tourism companies, Blue Origin by Bezos and Elon Musk's SpaceX. Brilliant. I love this idea. I've always been looking forward to space travel. I think plebs and commoners like us will not be able to afford this for a while, but as the business grows to scale, we should be able to at least be able to see, hopefully be able to travel to the edge of space in the coming, maybe give and take 10, 15 years, and finally put to rest the debate of whether or not the Earth is flat. Apple 2022 release predictions. Popular analyst Ming-Chi Kuo reported that Apple plans to add mini LEDs to the 11-inch model iPad Pros next year, which is the same technology screens used on the 12-inch models this year. This means that Apple is planning to release another iPad Pro refresh next year, preferably with the M1X or the M2. On top of that, Kuo also said Apple will bring mini LEDs to the MacBook 14 and 15-inch models that is set for a 2022 release. I think that means there is no more MacBook releases for 2021. I'm not sure. The MacBook Air will also see a redesign the same year. Google moves all users from Backup and Sync to Google Drive app. Since 2017, the Google Drive app has been made available only to enterprise users, while regular consumers only get their Backup and Sync app. Okay, this is the difference. The Google Drive app allows us, it's the same, right? You get kind of like a virtual drive on your computer that allows you to access all the files and folders in that virtual cloud drive. The only difference is the Google Drive apps allows us to keep the files in cloud and access them individually without having a copy stored in your local disk space, while the Backup and Sync forces us to keep a local copy of our entire Google Drive on our local drive, which is very annoying because the reason why we are on the cloud and we pay for cloud is because we don't want extra duplicates on our local drive. And if you have 1 or 2 terabytes, that means a lot. That's a lot of difference already. So come 19 July, Google has made the decision to move all users, all the consumers, to the Google Drive app and close down the Backup and Sync app completely and forever. This ability to access files directly from the cloud is one we've been anticipating for a long time, since Microsoft's OneDrive has allowed non-enterprise users to be able to do this since its introduction. So I'm on both OneDrive and Google Drive. And yesterday, I actually tried out the Google Drive app. I don't have an enterprise account. I'm a user account. I'm a normal consumer account. And I can safely confirm that Google Drive app now works with normal consumers, and you don't have to have a local copy stored in your hard drive. Yay. OnePlus learns from Apple, secretly throttles the 9 Pro. Last week, Unpacked caught OnePlus throttling the performance of its new flagship, the OnePlus 9 Pro. It appeared that the phone was diverting apps away from the powerful Snapdragon 888's list of processors in an excuse to save battery life. OnePlus's excuse went on to claim reduction of power consumption and heat dissipation. The publication, Unpacked, tested the OnePlus 9 Pro against similarly powered Samsung S21 Ultra and found that it performed significantly slower than the Samsung and had worse battery life. So what on earth is OnePlus doing? It has always been a conspiracy that phone companies throttle their devices in an attempt to force us to buy new products. I mean, but the 9 Pro is a new product, right? So what, you want people to buy the 10 Pro? I don't understand. They have always just been conspiracies until it was revealed that Apple actually did it, or something like that in 2017. It is one thing to throttle the speed of phones in order to conserve battery, but Apple was fined twice for a collective sum of $600 million chump change for them, for doing it quietly and not letting anyone know. I initially did plan to upgrade my phone to the OnePlus 9. I am on the iPhone 11. Every 2 years, I will switch between Android and iOS. So in this next cycle, I wanted to go to the OnePlus 9 Pro. But after this announcement, I'm not too sure I want to do it anymore. I may just go back to Samsung. Speaking of Samsung, Samsung Unpacked leaked. Samsung's annual device release event is set for 11th August this year, but leaker Evan Blass revealed the entire list of upcoming devices on Twitter. So he says that the coming are 2 new Galaxy Folds, 1 Galaxy FE phone, 2 Galaxy Watches, and a set of Galaxy Buds. The Folds are renders of the Galaxy Z or Z if you're in America, Fold 3, which could support the S Pen, the Z or Z Flip 3. So the difference between the fold and the flip is that the fold folds sideways and the flip just up and down like the Moto Razr. There are also renders of an FE model similar to the S21, a Galaxy Watch Classic, and the Galaxy Watch Active 4. There is a chance that these leaked renders may not be introduced in the coming Unpacked event, so we don't know where he got this from, but so far he has been quite accurate in his predictions. So what I say is the best thing to do is still to mark your calendars for 11th August and wait for the official rollout of devices. I am very sad that there is no Note, because every year end you go for the Note, right? So because there is no Note this year, and well, Samsung did say that next year Note's gonna come back. So that is the reason why I wanted to go for the OnePlus 9 Pro instead of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, because that feels like I'm almost reaching the 22, the deadline, the end life of 21, going to 22. So that's the news. In any case, Laytechs Weekly is available on Anchor FM, Overcast, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and more. Full videos are available on YouTube, and I post bits and clips on Instagram and Facebook. If you like Laytechs Weekly, it would really help if you could rate and review it on the podcast video of your choice, so more can discover it. Laytechs Weekly is looking for a regular co-host to bring more depth to the show. If you are interested, simply drop me an email at ShawnBQT, that is SHAWN, Bangkok, Queensland, Thailand, at hotmail.com. This is Laytechs Weekly, episode 14 July 2021. I'll see you next week. Stay safe. Au revoir.